My name is Nushalmi Nabila binti Muhammad Masri, and I'm going to present Manufacturing Control Material Requirement Planning MRP. Introduction. Material Requirement Planning MRP is a system for calculating the material and component needed to manufacture a product. It consists of three primary steps: taking inventory of the material and component on hand, identifying which additional ones are needed, and then scheduling their production or purchase. For the basic concepts of MRP, Material Requirements Planning, there are three basic concepts of MRP, that is lead time, lumpy demand, and time phasing. For lead time, in manufacturing, lead time refers to the time that elapses between the start of production and completion of a product. Lead time is used during MRP to determine the need date of material and subcomponents when exporting requirements from the bill of material. Lead time is examined closely within manufacturing and supply chain management, as many companies want to reduce the amount of time that it takes to deliver products to the market. As such, it is preferable to minimize the manufacturing lead time and to prevent needing to purchase material far in advance. Furthermore, manufacturing facilities should be also consider finding suppliers that can help reduce the procurement lead time, which will help reduce the overall lead time and allow them to deliver their item to customer faster. And for the lumpy demand signals are synonymous with variation in demand and signify that demand for items can vary substantially from one period to another and can be interspersed with periods where there is no demand at all. MRP plays a large role in dealing with lumpy demand-driven inventory situations, which is usually not the case with classical inventory models that assume continuous demand. While this may be counterintuitive, MRP systems allow manufacturers to better handle items with lumpy signal patterns. Time phasing. In manufacturing, time phasing signifies delaying the release of material and components until they are needed for production. Typically, the master production schedule looks at demand for items within a certain time period, then MRP determines the quantity and timing of each material. If there is insufficient inventory, time phasing will require that a replenishment order be set to arrive on the date needed by the demand. If there is sufficient inventory available, the material will be released to the shop floor when the production is set to begin. Time phasing offsets the lead time it takes to acquire or make the item to ensure that there is sufficient time to purchase or build the material required. For the elements of process of MRP, there are two types of element, that is inputs and outputs. For inputs, there are three types of process, which is master production schedule, bill of material, and inventory record file. And for the output, plan order schedule, changes order release. Second one is performance reports, and the third one is inventory transaction. For the Master Production Schedules (MPS), a Master Production Schedule (MPS) delineates what product a manufacturer will produce, when, and in what quantities. An MPS links sell demand with manufacturing capacity. The purpose of Master Production Scheduling is to create a realistic plan that is minimize overstock while minimizing on-time delivery. For the bill of material, a bill of material or product structure is a list of raw material, sub-assemblies, intermediate assemblies, subcomponents, and the quantity of each needed for manufacture and end product. A BOM may be used for communication between manufacturing partners or confined to a single manufacturing plant. And for the third one, inventory record file. The inventory record file provides an accounting of how much inventory is already on hand or on order, and thus should be subtracted from the material requirement. The inventory records file is used to track information on the status of each item by time period. For the output, the first one is planned order schedules, changes, order releases. It is scheduled that to place an order in case of purchasing order, which is the schedule that to give manufacturing instruction in case of manufacturing order. As for the order of dependent demand item, the planned release date is set by calculating lead time by MRP. The second one is performance report. A performance report is a report on the performance of something. They are routinely produced by government bodies which, being financed by public money, are required to show that the money was spent efficiently and usefully. And the last one is inventory transaction. Inventory transactions are used to track the quantities and movement of inventory items. Transaction records are created by the application that interface with the inventory system, such as purchasing, receiving, and task management. You can also create transactions from action on inventory items. In conclusion, material requirement planning is an effective method to increase the productivity of manufacturing companies. Since its first development back in 1964, the system successfully integrated into many business aspects and make it easier for them to create a production plan. That's all from me for my presentation. Thank you.